everybody, it's Bisou and I'm back today with some more mini assemblage. Now why are we doing more mini assemblage? It's because everybody likes it. I sold 2 pieces I made on the last video like that, and I'm wearing one today. I finished up a bunch of them very quickly, and a lot of our members of the Bisou Boutiques Creative Group made pieces and did well with them already too. So maybe it's a good idea to start thinking smaller, but sometimes when you think smaller, it takes a little more planning. You have to dig through your stuff and see what you have. At BisouBoutiques.com, where we have the good stuff, we have a lot of little ditties that'll work real well for you. And don't forget, you can cut up Rhinestone Chain. You can cut them up with regular shears. I have these Tim Holtz scissors. I don't carry them anymore, but I love them. And cut them with that or your metal shears, which we do carry. Shouldn't be flinging them around from my. I like that. Donna's sitting over there. She's distracting me. Old buttons, little leaves. But I have pieces of broken earrings. The little flowers that we carry, the little ceramic flowers. Just go through and pile up a bunch of stuff and get yourself a bunch of blanks and bases from our website and just go to town. I'm going to show you some ideas today about flow and movement, and how you could also use a lace edge bezel to make a very nice centerpiece for a necklace with mini assemblage. So, like I always say, get on over here and we're going to do our best to really crank it up today. Okay guys, so just on general principles, what you need tool-wise to do mini assemblage is very, very simple. You need to have a pair of needle nose tweezers. Let me move this back out of the way. Flush cutters, and I do happen to think that ours for $18 are the best $18 you can spend. They are very, very good. And you need a pair of flat nose or chain nose pliers. A pair of needle nose tweezers would be helpful. We do carry them at a very good price. And like I said, the Tim Holtz scissors, but you know, these are really great scissors, but on second thought, you really should reserve them for paper, because what will happen is if you start cutting metal with them, you'll go right through them. It'll wreck them. They're not made for that. I cut little tiny things like, you know, a snip of rhinestone chain, you know, maybe this. That might be okay, but probably better if you used your metal shears that we carry at the site. And so I'm going to put these away. We're not using these today for that. Okay? Use your metal shears. We have the best metal shears in the world for 15 bucks. At $15.95 actually. BisouBoutiques.com. They are in stock. If you don't have a pair, run, don't walk, and get yourself a pair, because they are awesome. Okay, so these are your basic tools that you need. Okay. I'm going to show you a couple of pieces. Well, actually, I'm going to take this one off from around my neck, because it's a finished piece from last week. This one we worked on together. And I put a little dangle at it. You didn't see me do that last week. And then I put a bail, which we carry these bails at the site. And you know what? I don't have the SKUs all lined up for everything for you guys right now. So between the time that Javi loads this onto the computer and starts working on it to edit it, I'm going to get them for her and she can put them on. Okay? You know, you can use the search box too at BisouBoutiques.com. It works really good. Just type in B-A-I-L, bail, and what we have will come up. But I did this with the parts that we had from the site, and this was a piece I used to have. I don't have anymore. This gold beading link chain, gold-plated beading link chain, came back in stock this week, and it is beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous?
It is.
And you can use it in long lengths, or you can separate it. In fact, that's going to be a video that we're going to do very soon, is on how to separate chain and make it go further for your money. But it's very nice like this. And this piece I'm wearing today, I have it in my shop for sale for $25. And that's a good price for it. And even when you're buying my parts at my regular price and using your little bits, it's not going to take you more than a half an hour to make this piece, and you're not going to spend a lot to make it. $25, you'll have a very healthy profit. And people will buy it, especially if you gift box it. These are a couple more pieces that I made this week. Now I don't have them on bales yet. But the reason I wanted to show you these in particular was because this one is done on this. It's even signed. I torch patinaed it, okay, the back. And it's just a collage of buttons to which I added larger pieces and then smaller pieces. But why this is important is because right here is your top bale. This is your center. But you have movement on this, and this is the art of collage. Collage or mini assemblage is not just getting a bunch of stuff and jamming it together without thinking. A lot of people think that's it. Oh, I'll just go buy me a big bag of busted jewelry and just start gluing it up random. And it looks like it. That's not what this looks like. This looks like art. There's a reason for that. And the reason is because there's flow. And there's movement in the piece. If you look at this, just like a good flower arrangement, and Donna, you know about flower arranging, you love to do flower arranging. Don't you have to have flow and movement in flower arranging?
You do.
You have to have certain angles in it. Or it just looks like you went to the dollar store and bought a bunch of those little cheap bouquets and jammed them in a basket, right?
It does look like that. In fact, in floral arranging, flowers grow up. You know, you can't have something growing up and then growing, you know, put it in backwards. It looks like a hot mess.
Yeah, and you can get a hot mess going with mini assemblage easy.
Okay.
But having said that, don't get turned off from it.
It's easy to catch on.
Yeah, you know, maybe a few pieces you make are going to look like a hot mess. I'm going to be honest with you. I've been doing it for well over 25 years, and I still make pieces that look like a hot mess, and I end up taking them apart and redoing them. You know, it's when you're using disparate pieces that don't really go together, sometimes you'll have that. But the more you do it, the less it's going to happen. So that's my advice. Get on to it. You can clean the pieces up and use them again. But this one has a little diamante heart that we sell in the charms section of our site. It has some little pink pearls and some little white pearls. It has some little tiny shell buttons that are old. It has some of those infernal pearl cabochons that I like to throw in your orders from time to time because they are so very useful. And you can also buy them at the website. In fact, Etsy, we have some half-pound bags of them, and buddy, are they a deal. And whoever's sitting there on their hands not buying them is missing out because you will use a ton of them if you do mini assemblage. I also put in this, the satin matte gold leaf. Somebody's out there. And I also use a swirled piece of wire. Someone asked me to do this. I like to do this in my assemblage for movement, a little coil.
It's hard to see, Brenda.
Yeah. Well,
show them something else with backing against them. Yeah, they can see. Yeah,
there's one I made. It's in there. Believe me, you can see it when you're holding it in your hand. Okay? And it adds dimension. It's sticking up but not too far. This is an old earring that was broke and didn't have a mate. So in that case, it's fine for this. And stones are dull. So in the vintage world, it would probably not sell very well. And it was unsigned. So it's fine for this. But that's the movement. You've got movement this way, and you've got movement this way. And you've got movement this way, and this way. This is a well-designed piece. I'm not saying that just because I made it. It's because it is. This is a good piece of mini assemblage. Okay. And you could do it on this base. What do you call this one? The gingerbread cookie?
Oh, yeah, I call it a cookie.
Yeah. We had it last week. I'll have to look it up for you.
I have it. I sold it for you, Brenda.
It's base 01324. We still have some in stock.
Yeah.
And I'm getting more, so don't worry. Okay. This one. That looks like it's just a key, right? This is one of those Tim Holtz keys. It says words. Sometimes I have them, sometimes I don't. I don't right now, but I will again. We carry them once in a while just to throw you off. Donna looked at me like, okay. What was that? Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, no.
When you see them and you want them,
when you see them, you want them, get them. I have stuff like that at the site. Sometimes we have it, and sometimes we don't. Doesn't mean we can't get more. I just sometimes have them, sometimes I don't. Okay, there's a broken earring here. There's a little resin flower. There's a key, some cabochons, and my little trick that I love, which is a tiny itty bitty little bead cap inverted into which I will set a stone. so it's mounted. And then I do them in clusters. And there's rhinestone chain around the edge too. But now I'm going to show you the real nifty thing about this. I'm going to turn it over. It's one of these hearts, which is base 0473. Now you could just collage this heart, but you know, I did this how many times a day? I dump pearls all over my workbench. Oh well.
It's fun to watch you do that.
They'll be out for when I need them. Anyway, it gives you a place to sign it. It makes a nice finished piece on the back, especially if you're using an old key. It makes a nice finished plate on the back. And so it's a good idea. So you can try that. Okay, so I have those two done to show you. Now we're going to work on something together. What I have are a few simple things, mostly to give you ideas. What I want to do and what I want to see is for you to take the ideas. Search through the website, search through your stuff, look for blanks and bases that are unique you can use. You could even use an old button as a blank, whatever. And look for odd shapes, sizes, dimension, flow, and put it together your way. We have a lot of really unique findings. We have a lot of really unique figurals. We have Mona Lisa, we have three monkeys, we have all kinds of charms. We have Paris, we have clocks, little bitty cameos. You can take it to all kinds of teapots, all kinds of ways you can take it, and in theme as well, and make it your own. But you know, a few weeks ago I talked about these and how you can make a collar necklace with them. Okay, and we never got back to it. It was raining outside and I didn't get to really reproduce the color for you, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to collage this centerpiece today to give you an idea of if you made a whole necklace, what it might look like. This is mini assemblage. What I did first was I put this on the back, which is base 0595. You can really put any kind of metal plate or backing that you have back there. Why do you want to do that? It's because this is dapped, which just means pushed out, filigree. And when you start gluing on that, it's all going to come through the back and look like a hot mess. So when you put this on here, you don't have to see that. Plus, it gives you a place to sign it. Okay?
Yeah, you don't want to see glue on the back.
No. So
Yeah,
this will prevent that, because you're going to stay in the middle of this piece. Okay. So this is very simple. I've got myself a new mini tube of E, and I like these mini tubes because you have a lot of control and less waste. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this finding, which I very much like and have used to good effect many, many times. And I'm going to have to turn it my way, and maybe I'll stand up now because I was sitting. Okay, I'm going to turn it my way. And as you see, I pulled the little leaves up a little bit. I can push them back down too, but I wanted a little bit of dimension. Okay, so I could have riveted that to there too before I put my backing plate on if I wanted to drill through it, but I didn't, and there's no need to. So if you don't like that idea, you don't have to. But if you like cold connections, a rivet would work. This has a 332 hole, and most American-made brass stampings do have 332 holes, which fit our tube rivets very well. So as you can see, that's provided a little cushion. It's come through. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place something in the middle of this. What do I want to put? Well, now I could put that, but it's kind of blah. Let's give it a pop of color. Ooh! You know, I love this brownie color with the pink.
I love the ceramic.
Yeah, the
roses.
ceramic. These just came in too. We got a whole bunch more of them.
And some
I
cameos.
think it's FLO 0502, I think, something like that. Oh, we got a bunch of little doodads today. You're going to love it. Anyway, I'll put that in there. And then what I would do is I would take some time, and I'm not going to now because this will wax too long. Set little tiny stones. Like I could do, oh, hey, I'll do one, and then I'll finish it later. Why not do the little trick? Which would be to invert this little itty bitty bead cap then I have some, and that's the wrong color. I want the pink AB, rose AB. We have a lot of flat back rhinestones on our website too. I don't know if you realize that. We have a whole section for them. And I get new colors all the time. I think back it's time to order some new colors. But anyway.
Love it.
Push it into there. No,
Yeah.
I should just go all the way
pops.
around. You know, I could do like those on these bigger flowers, and then I could do little pearls on these holes.
Mm-hmm.
And then what if I went ahead, I know I did the little of this, and I did 3 sections like that.
Just beautiful.
And then I would
Absolutely.
connect them. I would double jump ring them, and then add a chain.
Mm-hmm.
Beads probably, because this has some dimension.
Yeah.
Just put a plain chain. It's going to be plain Jane. Beads are better.
Yeah, mix
Some
it up.
spectras.
I can't wait
Don't
to
spend
do
a
that
lot of money.
for
I'll
them.
try to get this done this week and show you next week. How's that?
I
Okay?
hope we do that chain segment
Yeah.
soon. That's
Yeah.
going to be helpful.
Well, you know, we can maybe do that with this
Yeah.
next week. Okay.
Okay.
So there's an idea. So get some of these out and work on them. And I'm not sure what this filigree number is. We had it a few weeks ago. Maybe Donna's going to run back and see if she can find it. It's in the raw, Donna,
Okay.
because these I colorized. She's going to run back and see if she can find it. Okay, I've taken that away. So now we're going to work on another item. And that is this. And you may recognize this as being our bezel, BEZ 06529, which is a 40 by 30. Okay, they says bezel. I think they cost 95 cents. Every time I put these in a video, we run out of them, but don't worry, I got goobers of them, so we're in good shape. Okay, now, if I'm going to use this as a base to collage into this, I'm going to make mini assemblage inside here, okay? First thing I want to do is pull out my top and my bottom.
I like this
Okay.
one too. I brought another one.
Yeah, you could probably use it. Okay, excuse my hand. This is FIL 06238, and that's this piece in raw brass. You'll have to cover it or not, as you like it. Okay, sorry for any confusion there, guys. I'm gonna just,
This will be confusing.
yeah,
to
just
show
throw that back
That's
over
okay.
there. Yeah, we're real organized here. You have to forgive us, guys. The videos are free, but you can learn. So we have good and bad days just like everybody else, and I don't wait till I have a good day to do these. I do them for you anyway every week because it's worth it. It's always something you can learn. Okay, so what I do with this, as you notice at the top, you've got one in the middle. So don't want to pull that one out. I pull this one out and this one out. And this will give me a little bit of space when I connect my chain. Okay, so it won't be all blobbed
Yeah.
up in the middle. So we go this way and this way. Then at the bottom, I want to hang 3 little doodads. So I'm going to look for my center again, which would be this one. And then, oh, looks like your man out there, Donna.
It is that one.
Donna's man is here to pick her up.
Yeah.
Donna's man is named Skip.
I wonder if I should just go. I don't know.
I don't know. He probably wants to get going. So I pulled out 3. 1, 2, 3. So that I could hang things. See, just like this. Did I pull this out enough? Yeah, that's Skipper right there. Okay, so then what I did is I just hung a little dangly thing with a rondelle, and then I had these 2 silverware birds, which we have in stock, and some little pearl beads. Yeah, he's out there looking lost. And now I'm going to put some stuff in there. So, what shall we put in there? You know, I didn't really totally figure it out yet, but maybe we'll work at this together. Okay? I have, I'm going to turn it this way so I get it straight. I have this nice piece here, which we've used often in like the spoon ones. We used it on this piece back here. And so, go ahead, Donna.
I'm gonna.
They all know. Skip's out there. He's
Donna.
knocking at the door. He
got
wants
a
you
ton
to
of
go.
stuff
She has an appointment. Say bye, Donna.
Bye. Bye, everybody. Hey, Brenda, show them my favorite cameos.
Yeah, I will show them the cameos. Yeah, before I'm
They're
done.
some of my favorite things.
Yes.
So long.
These are a few of our favorite things. Okay, and that's the cowbell on the door there. That cowbell came from my grandpa's lead cow, Daisy. It was Daisy's cowbell. That's how we know if you came in here or not. It's a cowbell. More cowbell. Okay, back to this. I'm going to set this like right here, off to the side a little bit. I like things asymmetrical. I don't like things like boom, 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 because you get more flow that way. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this into that. I'm going to get a good bit of glue on it, because, oops, I don't want it that far, but it's not going to matter because we're going to cover that. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. And that goes nice with what's at the bottom. And then into the center of that, I have several options. I'm not going to put anything in there this nut. What I'm looking for, though, are some buttons. And I have a bunch of old buttons here, so I'm going to look for some that kind of go. And I'm going to kind of show you my button mentality. I have worked with these little pearl buttons for eons. They are my favorite, some of my favorite things. If you ever want to give me a present, send me a package of these little buttons, and I will love you. We used to have so many of them, we sold them, and then I didn't have so many anymore. But when I had my line, we used them all the time in that jewelry. In fact, you know what? I have a piece of that jewelry sitting over here somewhere. Yeah, this one never got finished. This was a piece of mini assemblage from my old line. This piece is probably 20 years old. Never got finished. Anyway, you can see the little buttons. Pay attention. Get on the subject, Brenda. Let's get with it. These people didn't have all day. Neither do I, actually. You think I did? Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some buttons and I'm just going to set them in around. And they don't have to stay exactly in here. See, I could tilt that up. See, that was the reason I didn't put anything in there yet. I'm going to put one under there, too. I'm going to put this guy under there. I'm going to tilt it up. Stick it in. And see, it kind of goes over where these were. See, that's why I put them on first. Can they see that, Javi? Am I hiding it? I hope not. Move this out of the way. Okay. And then I don't want to cover these two loops because I'm going to hang with them, so I'm going to go inside with this guy. And I like to use light and dark buttons. And then I'll put this one maybe here. But I got to be careful. I don't cover my hanging loops. I need those. And then I maybe need to get one in here because I don't want my back showing. Now, some people don't mind if their back shows, and that's fine. You know, it's your deal, however you want to do it. But I don't like it on mine. Okay. Now, you always put the bigger ones on the bottom, and then you go to your intermediate size. And if a little bit of something is sticking out, it's not a big deal because you'll cover it. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here. And then I've got space over here, so let me see what else I'm in here, because I don't know if I like what I have chosen. I think I'll put this here. And you can cover over your holes with other things, little ceramic roses, stones, cameos, you name it, you can do it. Now see, now this guy got out of kilter a little bit. So what I'll do, so I don't cover these two holes, I might take, whoops, lost it on the floor. I might take and put a little pearl cabochon in there to hide that. That's why I love these pearl cabochons. See, that'll just fit in there perfect, and it'll hide my backing, and it will not get into the hole that I need to hang the piece. See? I'm going to get in and push that back out. Good. Okay. All right. Now, I could probably put more, but I'm not going to right now. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to decide, well, we'll decide together what I'm going to put in the middle. Now, I could put this, but I think it's too small. Yeah, I don't like that. And I could put this. That's kind of pretty. What do you think, Harry? It's better, but not quite it, huh? I think it's not quite it. What'll fit? This? Oops, I lost my tip again.
How about that cameo?
Well, the cameo is oval, so I don't know if it'll fit too. We could try it. Yeah, it's oval, so it's not quite right. A flower. I don't like that big tab sticking out on that. Maybe a couple. No. We don't want to do that. How about this? This isn't perfectly round, but no, it doesn't fit quite right. Maybe I put another button, and then I put.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'll do. But I think I'll put this down in, because instead of putting the bigger one, this one will provide me more of a setting surface for this. But then of course now I have some stuff exposed and I'm going to have to cover up. So how will I do that? Usually I'll use pearls, cabochons. See what I got in here. Round would be good. Here's a round one. You can use ballatini or those pop beads, you know, that we have on the site. Those little itty bitty beads. You can set them down in there. In fact, do I have some out here? I thought I did. I must have got moved. Anyway, well, not today. I'm looking for little things that I can put in here. No, not that. Maybe I'll cover like that. No, I know what I'll do. I will take some contrast and I'll go this way. Out, yes. So I will have some contrast going this way. Jordan's back. We can hear him back there. Just took all of you guys' orders down to mail them. And then I think I will take, so that I get my contrast, I'll go this way. This way. This isn't quite perfect the way I would normally want. But I'll work on this some more when we're done today. Mostly I'm just giving you ideas of how you can get stuff down in there. This is not coming out as wonderfully as I would have liked, but I can fix it, and I will. So I think what I would do to get in these cracks and stuff is I'll pull this out a little bit more. So I like even. I also like asymmetric. It looks like it needs a button in there, but it needs to be very, very small and very, very thin. So I may have to lift it. I hope it doesn't all go hooey. Slide it in. Yep, there we go. Okay. So what I will do then, later on, is I will take, because it'll take too long now. I've got my two hanging holes here. These are hanging down nice. I will set some little stones, maybe some inverted bead caps in there. Let me pull this up a little bit. Maybe a few more little flowers or leaves coming out this way and that. More cabochons. You're going to be surprised when I show you later how this comes out entirely. But it shows you the beginning process of it. And it gives you some good ideas. And then this will make a lovely necklace, and you'll just put a chain here and here. And it'll be It'll be fussy, it'll be intricate, it'll be pretty. People will love it. They'll be intrigued by it. And you can do these in themes too. One way that works really good is if you get our little scissors and then the buttons and the sewing charms. A seamstress would love a necklace made like that. That's a good idea. You can leave that, make the little charms hang down at the bottom. And just finish it up. So I will finish it up later and I will put it on my blog and at the creative group. And now you have a new idea using that bezel, which will work really nice for you. Still don't know about that metal thing, Javi. I don't know, I may even end up swapping that out. I might end up swapping that out, I don't know. Maybe now that I built that up, that's better. You know, I kind of think that's better. She don't know right now. Neither do I. Poor Javi. What she knows is how to make these videos look good. That's what she does. I think I'm going to put that instead. And then I'll use the colored stones around the edges. But that button in the middle built that up, so that looked better there. We'll play with this more later. Okay? I just wanted to show you the basics this week of doing that. And you can also work on a heart-shaped form, round form. But when you do it, you want to get flow and motion. We're going to work some more on this next week. Okay, guys? And we're going to also show you some things that came in today. Donna was real excited about. She wanted you to see what came in today. First thing, we got more Rhinestone Chain, and we got the Crystal AB. So it's got that fiery look to it. And it's the same price as a regular crystal. So it's nice for like when you want to put it like around the edges. That's what I put on here. Very easy to do with a toothpick. I've showed you how to do that before. Okay. Also, we got these nice horses. People have been asking for horses and horse jewelry. We got these cameos. This is Cam 017, no, excuse me, Cam 01471. He's like a trotter horse. And you can put him in a mount going this way. You could hang stuff from there. That'd be kind of cool. And then we got Cam 01474, which is the mom and the baby horse. You could go like that too. We're doing cameos this month at the creative group. So you might, if you like horses, you might like to do your project out of this. We also got it in the Wedgwood blue. This is Cam 01475. That would be fun. You might like doing that better than what I did today. And then we got the little guy. And the 25 by 18, and we have the mount to go with this too. And a lace edge, so you can connect mom and baby horse. So that's Camo 147. Oh. So maybe you'll enjoy that. Donna was wanting to show you that, but she had to go. She was waiting on Skip. They had to go get the truck. Okay, one more thing I want to show you before we say goodbye this week. And it's this book, Unexpected Findings. It came out a month or so ago. This is written by my friend Michelle Mock. Michelle was on our design team for a little while. She is very well connected and has written many published articles. And what I love about Michelle's work is she breaks everything down to easy. And she sees unexpected things in ordinary findings that we might not see. And I have seen Michelle take very ordinary parts and make extraordinary, simple things out of them that you enjoy wearing and people would comment on a lot. So there's 50 projects in here. Some of them Michelle did, and some of her friends who are well published did as well. And this is her first book, and we're very proud of her, and I wish her great success. Actually, this book looks like it's going to be a bestseller, so I would recommend that you get one because you're going to love reading it. And also, I was tickled that Michelle called us out as a source of supply in the book. So thank you for that, Michelle, and we hope your book does very well. I have every confidence that it will. We just did a blog giveaway on it, and I had never had so many comments on my blog in a long while. So go find Unexpected Findings. I think they're selling it at Amazon. And come to BisuBoutiques.com, where we have all the good stuff. All the stuff that you need to make this fun mini collage will be found there. You're going to have a really good time with it. You'll have things in your stash already that you can use. You make lots of gifts, lots of things that sell at impulse points. That would be like $10 to $35, $40. People will spend that, and they don't think too hard this time of year, ever really. And you're going to have a lot of fun and enjoyment with it. Great way to spend an afternoon. We'll catch you again next week, and we'll do some more of this, but in a different way. So you have a great creative week. Come join us at the creative group, and we'll see you at BisuBoutiques.com.